Welcome back, students. Let us start our new session. Today we are going to study about Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so till now we have discussed about basic proportionality theorem, converse of BPT, and various criteria for similarity of triangles and areas of similar triangles. In this chapter, in CBSE triangles 6th chapter, and in Telangana board 8th chapter is similar triangles. Okay, most of the topics are same in both CBSE and SSC, and the last topic is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. In previous classes we have studied about Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so before going to study about Pythagoras theorem, let us see some similarity concepts in right angle triangle. Similarity concepts in right angle triangle. Let us take one right angle triangle. I am taking one right angle triangle A, B, C, where right angle at B. We are not proving Pythagoras theorem. Before going to study about Pythagoras theorem, let us take some similarities in right angle triangle. So take ABC is a right angle triangle at B. What I am doing is, from this B, from this right angle, you draw one perpendicular to opposite side. What is the opposite side here? AC, perpendicular. This is 90, means this is also automatically 90 degrees, right? So this perpendicular is dividing the triangle into two parts. Now let us take this is D. PD is perpendicular to, in triangle ABC, BD is perpendicular to AC. BD is perpendicular to AC. So now what I am doing is, I am taking first BDC, this triangle. In triangle BDC and triangle ABC, in these two triangles, one is ABC, another one is BDC. Let us write similar parts. First, in the smaller triangle, okay, we wrote here BDC and ABC. This is very easy to write that corresponding parts. So how to write that? We are comparing two triangles. What are the two triangles? BDC and ABC. Okay, in this BDC, where is the right angle? At D. At D. Angle D is equal to, in the big triangle, where is the right angle? B. Okay, like this we can write. Okay, 90 degrees. And next, in smaller triangle, angle C, and in big triangle also angle C, both are common. So angle C is equal to angle C. What is that? Common angle, right? And remaining angle is what? Angle B, this one. This angle is equal to angle A. Angle B is equal to angle A. Okay, so by AA criteria of similarity, I said already, no need to check three angles here. We can check two angles. If two angles are equal, automatically third angle is equal by angle sum property. So by AA criteria, triangle BDC is similar to triangle BDC. We have to write that B is corresponding to A and D is corresponding to B and C is corresponding to C. Okay, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, so next, compare this one, ABD to ABC. In triangle ABD and in triangle ABC, compare these two, write the similar one. A is common to A angle, so A is equal to A, common. Okay, and next, in smaller triangle, in ABD, where is the 90 degrees? At D. In bigger triangle, where is the 90 degrees? At B. So angle D is equal to angle B. angle D is equal to angle B, 90 degrees. As usual, remaining vertex, what is the remaining vertex? This one, B. Angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, so by AAA criteria of similarity, what is the triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Okay, ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Let us take this is 2. This is equation 2. So from these two, what we can say that triangle BDC similar to triangle ABC, triangle ADB similar to triangle ABC. So from 1 and 2, transitive property, what is that? Triangle BDC is similar to triangle ADB. Okay, these two triangles are similar to each other, means when the perpendicular divides the right angle triangle into two parts, then each part is similar to original triangle, and also those two parts are similar to each other. This is very, very important. Note down this. Next, let us prove that Pythagoras theorem. So based on previous concept, what is that previous concept? When we draw perpendicular from right angle to hypotenuse, those two are similar to whole triangle, okay, and similar to each other. Based on those concepts, we can prove that Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So let us prove first. To prove that, we have to write the given data, draw the triangle. Let us draw the triangle, right angle triangle ABC. Okay, and as usual we have to construct one perpendicular to hypotenuse. Let us take BD is perpendicular to AC. Okay, first given, what is given? In a right triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. Angle B is 90 degrees. That is given. And what we have to prove? The square of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC square is equal to sum of the squares of remaining two sides, BC square plus AB square. That is AB square plus BC square, or BC square plus AB square. This we have to prove. What is the construction here? Construction, what we have done here, we drawn perpendicular to hypotenuse. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. Okay, now proof. See how to prove that. So what we have to prove? We should know AC square, AB square and BC square. Then only sum of AB square plus BC square is AC square. First, we have to find AB square. How to find AB square? We know that triangle ABD, we know that triangle ABD is similar to triangle ABC. Yes or no? Triangle ABD. Previously we proved that. What is that? This is ABC. In smaller triangle, where is the right angle? D. Okay, and in big triangle, where is the right angle? This is see here. In this, in smaller triangle, where is the right angle? D. In big triangle, where is the right angle? B. Okay, and in this, what is the common? A. In big triangle, A. So A. How to write the similarity? I am telling that. If you don't know that also, A is corresponding to A. And here In smaller one, where is the right angle? D. In big one, where is the right angle? B. So here B and here D. This is smaller one, this is bigger one. And remaining here B and here C. So triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Okay. So now these two triangles are similar. Then corresponding sides are proportional. AD by AB is equal to BD by BC is equal to AB by AC. Okay. So here BD by BC no use. So what I am taking, we need AB only. So in these two we have AD. So we can take that AD by AB is equal to AB by AC. And that we can write as AB square, cross multiply. Cross multiply, then AB square. AB into AB is AB square. AD into AC. AD into AC. This is 1. Okay, keep in mind that here, don't forget, write carefully. How to write that I explained here. See the corresponding parts. First one is in smaller triangle, ADB in smaller triangle, and second one is bigger triangle. Angle A, common angle in both the triangles, and D is 90 degrees in smaller one, and here B is 90 degrees in bigger one. And last one is, this is B, and here it is C, right? And next, in triangle BDC and in triangle ABC, in these two triangles, now you write triangle BDC is similar to, how to write that again? If you want, I will explain. See, BDC. In smaller one, common one is C. Common one is C. And right angle is D here, and bigger one is B. Okay. So here right angle is D, B, and remaining is B. B is equal to A. And here in smaller one, right angle is D, and here right angle is B, and the remaining is C and C, common angle. So BDC is similar to ABC. Okay. So if these two triangles are similar, okay, note down this one, very very important. How to write that? First you have to see the corresponding parts in both BDC and ABC, right? If these two triangles are similar, write that corresponding sides. What are the corresponding sides? BD by AB is equal to DC by BC is equal to BC by AC. Okay. Next, what we need? We got AB square. We need BC square. In these two, where is the BC square? So these two are BC square. So DC, cross multiply these two. BC square is equal to DC into AC. Okay, let us take this is 2. Add 1 and 2. So what we get? AB square plus BC square. Add LHS and add RHS also. AD into AC plus DC into AC, right? So what is common in these two? AD plus DC. I am taking that AC is common. AD plus DC. AD plus DC, nothing but AC into AC, that is AC square. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Okay, this is the Pythagoras theorem. Sum of the squares of two sides is equal to square of hypotenuse. Okay, so note down this. Okay, so here sometimes this Pythagoras theorem, we say that Bauduin theorem. Why we say this is Bauduin theorem? Long back ago, that is 800 BCE, Bauduin, Indian scientist, Indian mathematician, he already invented that the diagonal of a rectangle produces by itself the same area as produces by its sides. What are these both sides here? Nothing but length and breadth. Okay. means that Pythagoras theorem, whatever we derived previously, that is same as Bodhayan theorem. So sometimes we refer this theorem as Bodhayan theorem. In state SSC, they asked one time, give the statement of Bodhayan theorem. So we have to write this. What is the statement of Bodhayan theorem? The diagonal of a rectangle produces by itself the same area as produced by its both the sides. What are the both the sides in rectangle? Length and breadth. So when they ask prove that Pythagoras theorem or Bodhayan theorem, you can write this. Okay, note down this. Next, converse of the Pythagoras theorem. We have studied about Pythagoras theorem. In that Pythagoras theorem, what is the statement? In a right angle triangle, the sum of the squares of the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. But here converse of the Pythagoras theorem means here not given that right angle is not given. So given that square of one side, that one side nothing but hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right angle. Okay, so here what is given, that is very important. Given that I am taking one triangle, let us take one triangle ABC. Okay, given that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so in a triangle, the square of one side I am taking AC is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Other two sides are AB and BC. Then we have to prove that the angle opposite to the first side, what is the first side? AC. Opposite to the first side, that is the angle B. That we have to prove. What we have to prove? RTP is equal to angle B 90 degrees. We have to prove that angle B is 90 degrees. Okay, so before we are going to prove, we have to do some construction. From given data, we cannot find that, cannot prove that. So this is 90. Okay, we have to prove that. So what I am doing is construct one more triangle. Construct one more triangle such that P, Q, R. How to construct a triangle? The triangle must be, okay, how? This one, BC is equal to PQ and AB is equal to RQ. Like that we have to construct. Okay, draw a triangle PQR such that okay, this one PQ is equal to BC and RQ is equal to AB. Okay, we have to draw a right triangle here. Note down that the right triangle PQR such that, and angle Q is 90 degrees. Here we don't know either B is 90 degrees or not. For your understanding, I kept here. Remove this. Okay, we don't know. We have to prove that angle B is 90 degrees. We have to prove. So what is the construction? We have to draw a triangle, right triangle, such that PQ is equal to BC. Already this is given, and RQ is equal to AB, such that we have to draw one triangle. So now how to prove? This is right angle triangle, so we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem in this? In triangle PQR, angle Q is 90 degrees. So we can write that PR square is equal to PQ square plus RQ square. PQ square plus RQ square. Right, but here we know that PQ is equal to BC, RQ is equal to AB. So PR square is equal to PQ, we can write as BC. PQ is BC, I am writing here, BC square, and RQ is AB, AB square. Right, but what is given? AB square plus BC square, nothing but AC. So PR square is equal to, we can write AC square. From this we can write PR nothing but AC. PR nothing but AC. Okay. So we got that PR is equal to AC. Already we assumed, means we constructed that PQ is equal to BC in both the triangles, in triangle ABC and in triangle PQR. In triangle ABC and in triangle PQR, AB is equal to RQ and BC is equal to PQ, and what is that last one? AC is equal to PR. Means corresponding angles are equal. Then what we can say, similar or congruent? When corresponding angles are, corresponding sides are equal. Then when corresponding sides are equal, then these two triangles are congruent. Okay. When corresponding sides are proportional, then similar. So AB is equal to RQ, BC is equal to PQ, AC is equal to PR. So we can write that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle AB is corresponding to RQ and C is P. ABC is congruent to RQP, right? So if the two triangles are congruent, corresponding angles also must be equal. So angle A is equal to angle R and angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle P. So what is angle B is equal to angle Q? Angle Q is equal to 90. Therefore angle B also must be 90 degrees. Okay, hence proved. Okay, so without construction of this triangle we cannot prove the Pythagoras theorem. So draw a right triangle PQR such that angle Q, here angle Q I am writing that clearly, angle Q is 90 degrees and PQ is equal to BC, RQ is equal to AB. Okay, this is the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. Note down this.